Who else has been waiting for this their whole week? Welcome to Under the Lights. I'm Zach Keenan. The past 2 weeks, Minot High has played the number 1 and 2 ranked teams in the state, so they kind of caught a break with this week's matchup, Bismarck High. There was no helicopter delivering the game ball this week for Minot. On the 4th play of the game, Quinn Hafner for the Demons takes the snap. He faces pressure. Pass is intercepted by Logan Conklin. He holds on, and the Magi take over. Jaden Sparrow out of the shotgun. Couple of pump fakes on the run. Fires for Ty Kinchin. What a grab! The feet stay in. The Magicians lead 7-0 in the first quarter. Sparrow in the red zone again. This time, hands off to Tyson Ruziska. Ruziska rumbles past I don't know how many tacklers. Finds his way to the end zone. Kellen Burke extra point, 14-0. Final play before the half. Sparrow takes the snap, 5-step drop, and unloads toward the end zone. Broken up by LJ Aruo. Magi, though, end the 2-game losing streak in style. They're at Williston next week. 11B Region 3, Ray Powers Lake without starting QB Tyson Angut. Lakers, the big lead at the half. Paxton Eastos out of the shotgun. End around play to 6'5" Rylan Olson. Double move, shakes off a tackler, and he's down inside the red zone. Eastos back to pass again, rolls out to his right. Wobbly throw is picked off by the linebacker, Connor Heldy, but the Outlaws can't do much with it. 4th quarter, Eastos hands off to Olson. Wait a minute. The wide receiver throws back to his quarterback, and Eastos, the QB, is pushed out of bounds all the way at the 15-yard line. Eastos under center now, flips to Olson. These two connecting everywhere tonight as Olson cuts to the outside and stretches into the end zone. No Tyson Angut under center spells trouble for the Outlaws. Battle for the wooden penny. Bishop Ryan leads the all-time series 18-17. Scoreless in the second quarter when Tryson Engelhardt takes the snap and says, hey, I'm out of here. All by himself for the score is Engelhardt. Larry Sandy decides to go for 2. Ben Shep takes the snap. He has all day long in the pocket. Preston Kraft improvises a route, makes the wide open grab, and the Aggies are up 8-0. 3rd quarter, Lions knocking on the door. Jet Lundeen out of the shotgun, throws on the run to Drew Zwack. Velva's lead down to 2. Still trailing, Lundeen sets his feet and unwinds. A deep ball aiming for Tegan Coonrod, and it's almost intercepted by Eric Martin. After 1 year in Minot, the wooden penny is coming back to Velva. Joe, we love sports, but some things are bigger than the game. And in Nedrose, students and athletes set a pretty good example tonight.
Yes, they for sure did. It was a really true show of solidarity. Check this out. Members of the Nedrose Cardinals football team wore blue underneath their jerseys and blue socks, and members of the cheer team also wore blue sweaters. Some fans wore blue as well. I found out it was all for suicide awareness and prevention, a wonderful gesture by the students. If you or anyone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, you can call or text 988. Good on them. Let's get to the game highlights. Early in the first, it's the big man for the Honkers, Sheldon Scarr, taking the handoff. Just get out of his way. The pesky Nedrose defense would be giving quarterback Andrew Christensen headaches all night, though. They break through here for the sack. Eventually, teams would switch sides for the quarter. Nedrose driving now. Zach, one of the toughest carries by a running back I've seen all season. Whoa. Look at Gavin Ball push his way through for yards. He's carrying half the Honkers defense with him.
Bulldozer.
This next play is just nuts. Josh Kalamaha connects with Mitch Heinert. He gets wrapped up by the Honkers defenders, and then Kenmare's Carson Thingfold just wrestles the ball away, and he's headed in the other direction.
See ya.
Now, eventually, they set up what they thought was getting close to score, but the drive came up empty. Later, Kenmare with the ball back. Christensen connects, this time with Jack Zimmer, who takes it about to the 6-yard line. All the scoring in this game took place in the second half. It was 0-0 at half. It's the visiting Honkers who pulled off the win in this one, 22-12. Interesting game out there at Nedrose. All right, before we hit the break, Zach, I got to hit you with another number. That number's 50.
Okay.
All right, 50. That's how long my parents, Bill and Carol, have been married as of today. They exchanged their vows on October 7th, 1972.
Look at them.
Hey-oh, I think they call it disco fever. This is a picture of them on their honeymoon shortly thereafter. I wouldn't be born yet for another 16 years. Little tidbits. Richard Nixon was in his first term as president. The Godfather was one of the top movies at the box office. And I'm sure gas was a whole lot cheaper than it is right now.
Just a bit.
That goes without saying, but congratulations to them. I'm proud to be their son. Before we go, we still have more football after the break. Cougars, Buccaneers, Wildcats, and Warriors. When Under the Lights is back.
Welcome back to Under the Lights. It's nearly 190 miles for Beach to get to Underwood, but the Buccaneers didn't seem sluggish at all from that long drive tonight. In the first quarter, Beach gets on the board first when Elijah Holcup gets the handoff and runs in for the touchdown. 8-0 after the successful two-point try. Cougars fumbled on their first play from scrimmage, and after a long drive, the Bucks capitalize. 1-yard touchdown run by Dan Farsveit. Check out this razzle-dazzle play. A reverse pass from Emery Knoll to Holcup. Big play gets the Bucks to the Cougar 4-yard line. And on the very next play, Holcup just runs in for the score, makes it 22-0 Bucks, and that does it for the Cougars' regular season. They'll need a loss from Napoleon tonight if they want to make the playoffs. How about some six-man ball? White Shield and Center-Stanton. Less than a minute in, Jarrett Hankey fakes a handoff to Jack Saylor and throws a 5-yard touchdown to Lane Huber. 7-0 Wildcats. Short time later, Center driving back again. Snap to the running back for a flea flicker. Jarrett Hankey finds Jonathan Russell for another touchdown. Two-point conversion no good. 13-0 Wildcats. White Shield trying to get back in the game now. Chase Dickens flushed out of the pocket, but he can only find a Wildcat, Jarrett Hankey, who runs this one all the way back for a pick six. Field goal good, makes it 20-0 Wildcats. Warriors with the ball again, and as their night goes from bad to worse, Chase Dickens and Coda Deegan fumble the handoff. It's recovered by Hunter Hoffman. This ball returned for a touchdown. Two-point conversion good, and the Wildcats make this a 7-game win streak. Take a look at some scores in Region 2. Rugby trailed 7-0 at the half, and the defense held, but the offense couldn't help. They have Grafton next week. Botno plays Thompson in Roulette tomorrow night. Hey, shout out to the Stanley Blue Jays on their first win of the season and first win in more than a calendar year. I know they fought so hard to earn that one. 9-man ball, the Woodchucks are the Region 7 champions. West Hope, MLS, and Dunseith will all make the playoffs. Region 8, Divide County finishes an undefeated season, and Surrey with nearly a 40-point win over Lewis and Clark. That gives the Mustangs the second seed in the region and a home playoff game next weekend. It's time to crown our player of the night, or should I say players of the night. Two gentlemen from Lacs-Burlington High School. It's Paxton Eastos and Rylan Olson. They were unstoppable tonight. After the Lakers started the season 0-2, giving up would have been easy, but they stuck it out and haven't lost since. 5 wins in a row. They wrap up the regular season at Stanley next week. Sebastian Gutierrez, the former Minot State football player who signed with the New England Patriots, is now in Massachusetts practicing with the team. He says things have been going well, and he's been getting to know his teammates. He added that he's thankful for his family's support and encourages other young athletes to pursue their dreams like he has.
Even if you go to a small school and you're listening to this, like, you don't have to go D1 to go to the NFL. Like, you can go D2, you can go junior college route, you can go D3, and you can still make it. So just want to say, put in the hard work if you're a young athlete out there that has this dream as well, and you can for sure make it as long as you put in the right time and effort.
Gutierrez mentioned that he is grateful for all his coaches who have helped mold him into the athlete he is today. This morning at Hammond Park, day 2 of the boys tennis state tournament. For a shot at the singles semifinal match, it's Minot's Hunter Rice and Red River's Kellen Johnson. Johnson, a powerful forehand, but Hunter wins in 2 sets, both going to tiebreakers. Other side of the singles bracket, Legacy's Anthony Janes and Red River's Saylor Kuntzel. Janes amped up about that back line backhanded shot, goes to a 3rd set tiebreaker. Kuntzel returning Janes' shot with a perfect drop shot. That sends him to the semifinals tomorrow morning. In the consolation bracket, Josh Hegstead from Minot and West Fargo's Ethan Hayden split the first 2 sets. Hegstead's backhand here met with hesitation, but Hayden wins the match and advances. Another defensive match for Minot High soccer, 75 scoreless minutes until Bernard Musafiri converts a PK for West Fargo. Magi will play Legacy tomorrow in the 3rd place game. And the state championship will belong to the East this year. Fargo Davies in search of their 2nd ever and 2nd straight state title. Soccer and tennis state champions will be decided tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Under the Lights coverage. Hope you have a great weekend.